What's up everyone, this is MrKingLiam here, and today you join me for my first proper piece of Yu-Gi-Oh content for the new year, for 2018. I was planning to bring some content out earlier, but as I explained last week in my update video, my voice has been quite a big problem as of late, so I wanted to make sure that my voice got a little bit better before I brought out some regular content. But over the next 2 weeks, I'll probably be bringing out some deck profiles which I've been wanting to do since the end of last year. These aren't the most meta deck profiles, I will admit. These are just fun ones which I enjoy messing around with. Also, just as a quick thing, the YouTube updates, there was obviously a big change to YouTube's policies last week, which takes place next month. I am still going to be carrying on with content, but there's going to be 1 or 2 changes. I'll explain what those changes are. There's an update video that will go up tomorrow, which will explain the changes, just to let you know. So yes, so tomorrow I'll explain what the new changes will mean for the channel, and also how you can help support this channel to continue growing. But anyway, I'll bring that video out tomorrow. But anyway, let's get to the deck profile itself. So as you can see, it's Gishki's. Now Gishki's, if for anyone that's been with my channel for the longest time knows, Gishki's has been one of the longest running archetypes I've had on my channel. In fairness, it was actually one of the first deck profiles I ever made on this channel back in 2000 and I think it's 2012 when the Hidden Arsenal support came out. So yeah, it's definitely been a long time. So yeah, I've just done a quick update. Actually, I will do one other update. Don't know why this isn't in here, but I'd take out Dark Hole for Gishki, so that makes clear sense. Yeah, not sure why that's like that. Anyway, so let's go through the deck profile itself. First off, we're running 3 Gishki Beasts. This is basically your way to get a level 4 or lower Gishki monster from the graveyard back to the field. So this can help with some of your ritual combos and also link summoning and exceed summoning. So pretty much a staple. Next up we have Gishki Shadow. This is the cards that will help get out your rituals. So if you ritual summon exactly 1 ritual monster with a card effect that requires use of monsters. So basically, short summary, this can be used as an entire excuse me, sorry. This can be used as entire tribute for one of the Gishki ritual monsters. Also, you can discard this card to add a Gishki ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. So in that way, it's a searcher as well, which is definitely quite useful. I'm running 1 Gishki Vanity. It does help just to get rid of some problematic cards sometimes. So during your main phase, you can discard this card. This turn, your opponent cannot activate spells, traps, / spells, traps, effects, or monster effects when the Gishki monster is ritual summoned, or when a Gishki ritual spell card is activated. So basically, it's a little bit of a protection card, just in case you've got some problematic cards you need dealing with and want to try and get over. So yeah, it could definitely help late game. Next out, running 3 Gishki Abyss. Another searcher. When it's summoned, you can add 1 Gishki monster with 1000 or less defense from your deck to your hand, except Abyss, which is good because pretty much all the Gishki monsters have, with the exception of Beast, have 1000 or less defense. And finally, for the other Gishki ritual monster, we have 3 Gishki Vision. So if you ritual summon exactly, so it's just like Gishki Shadow, so basically you can use this for an entire tribute. Also you can discard this card to add a Gishki ritual monster from your hand to your deck. So this one deals with spells and this one deals with searching for the monsters. So have both of those, and that's quite a good combo. So those are the normal monsters. Now we get to the rituals. First off, we're running 3 Ever Gishki Soul Ogre. So it cannot be normal summon, must be ritual summoned. You can ritual summon this with any Gishki ritual spell. Once per turn, you can discard 1 Gishki monster to target 1 face-up card your opponent controls. Shuffle that target into the deck. So this is another card that can get rid of some problematic cards. So bring this out, and and then it can help clear the board. So yeah, definitely helpful in that regard. And next up, the second ever Gishki is Lavenima. This is overall, I'd say, the main one, the main ever Gishki that's used in most decks. It's usually the one I try to go for. So when this card declares an attack, you can draw one card, so it's a draw engine there, and if you do reveal it, if it's a Gishki monster, look at one random card in your opponent's hand. So it gives you an idea of what your opponent might be playing later on. And 2700, that's not bad attack either. Now for the spells, we have Raigeki, but you know that because I've just put it in already. 2 trade-in. I was originally running 3, but I think actually having 2 makes the consistency of the deck a little bit better. So obviously it's just card 1 level 8, draw 2 cards, so doesn't really need too much explaining. There are only 2 salvage, target 2 water monsters with 1500 or less attack in your graveyard, add those targets to your hand. So normally you'd probably want to go for Shadow and Vision so you can pull off the ritual combo, and if you have a second one of these, then you're pretty much set. Then we're running 3 Gishki Aqua Mirror. This is the ritual card, and it's definitely a powerful one too. It's easily the best Gishki ritual by far, and yeah, it's a very powerful ritual card. So it can be used to summon any Gishki ritual monster. You must also tribute monsters from the field or your hand whose total levels equal the level of the ritual monster you ritual summon, unless you have Shadow or Vision out in the field. Also, this is what makes this card really good. You can shuffle this card from your graveyard into your deck to target one Gishki ritual monster in your graveyard, return that target to your hand. So it's a recycling engine basically. You get this back into your deck, and then you can get a ritual monster into your hand from the graveyard as well. So that can definitely come in handy late game. And finally, we're running 3 Mystical Space Typhoons. I did think about running Twin Twisters, but I have to admit, with the 1 second. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm still suffering a little bit from that cold from last week. Oh well, what can you do? So yeah, I did test out Twin Twisters, but actually having 3 Mystical Space Typhoons I think actually helps with consistency of the deck, in a way. So then we got traps, just to basically line up 1 Bottomless, 2 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential, Trap Stun, Dimensional Prison, Compulsive Evacuation Device, 2 Call the Haunted, Solemn Strike, and Solemn Warning. I wonder if they're actually going to ban Solemn Strike, because that's been a free forever. I don't know. Now for the extra deck. Admittedly, the extra deck haven't actually changed that much since the last time I ran this deck, but I'm just going to go through it anyway. So we have a 1/7 Galaxy Eyes taking on Dragon, pretty much one of the best rank 8s out there, along with the Heretic Sun Dragon, Overlord of Heliopopulus, I think roughly I pronounced it. Then we have Bahamut Shark, number 37, because it's interesting tech card to play with. Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon, pretty much my favourite rank 4. Most of the time that's the one I pretty much go for most of the time. Faithful Tom Papal Operative, number 50 Black Ship of Corn, 1/1, so 1/1 time on the Arc. Abyss Dweller, Go 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 Cowboy, so those are the rank 4s. Then we have number 47 Nightmare Shark. This works really well with Bahamut Shark, because Bahamut Shark's effect is you can detach 1 Exceed material from this card, special summon 1 rank 3 or lower water Exceed monster from your extra deck. So basically what you want to do is go on number 47. When this is special summoned, you can attach 1 level 3 water monster from your hand. Okay, you can't use that ability in fairness, but it's basically a way to just get out another rank monster, so that's a decent way. So its effect is once per turn you can detach 1 Exceed material from this card and target 1 water monster you control this turn. That monster can attack your opponent directly. So there's that. Now, admittedly, I'm not actually sure why Life and Dragon's in there, so I'll just take that out. I know what I'll replace it with. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure why that was in there. So I got 2 rank 2s, number 64 and Gachi Genzetsu. And for our 2 link monsters, we're running a Firewall Dragon and Decode Talker, pretty much because these are staples. So there was my Gishki deck profile for January of 2018, albeit 1 or 2 changes mid-video. There was a couple of other cards I did try out. I did try out an Aerial, another Vanity, Gishki Chain, also some of the other rituals, but I think this is probably the most consistent build that I could come up with for Gishkis. But let me know down in the comments what build you would do for Gishkis, and also what you changed about this deck. I'm open for constructive criticism. So that was our first deck profile of the year. We will have another one actually on Friday, just as a bit of a catch up. Excuse me. Yeah, so like I said, we will have another deck profile on Friday, and yeah, again, it will be another one of these last tier decks, but it's actually one that I've been tempted to build for a very long time. I finally got around to it at the end of the year, so yeah, I'm looking forward to bringing that video out. And also, just as a reminder, tomorrow we're going to be bringing out a little bit of an update about what the situation is going to be with the channel after the YouTube changes next month, and also what I'm going to be doing outside of YouTube if you want to help support this channel. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this deck profile. If you did, then please make sure to subscribe to the channel to know when my newest content will be coming out. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and for now, this is SlyFyKing signing out. Whoops. It's alright. Did I say SlyFyKing? Because I'm so used to filming for my other channel, sorry. What I meant to say is, this is MrKingLiam signing out.